Hey Vision and the Mindvalley team. I'm coming to you, I want to say live, but I'll say very vulnerably, and that is with my quarantine hair. Just got done with my workout and I was reading The Buddha and the Badass and I was brought to tears. And I thought now would be the best time to express why joining a company like Mindvalley is so important to me. So I was reading the chapter on building deeper connections, which is something that's been really, really important to me, particularly in the last 6 years or so. I did a TEDx talk last year on the dance of collaboration, and one of the things I talked about in the talk is that in corporations, we need to allow people to be human and connect heart to heart, not just bring their professional selves to the table. So while I'm very uncomfortable and vulnerable bringing my less than professional self in this video, I also feel very comfortable and know that it's safe to do so because of the way that you acknowledge and appreciate vulnerability. I will tell you that the part in the book that brought me to tears was the anyone else. And that's one of the things I've been trying to do in the last few years with helping people share their stories. I believe that once we share those stories, particularly the really intimate, vulnerable ones, we, first of all, create healing within ourselves when we write the story. Because by writing the story, it gives us perspective and helps us gain that perspective and understanding of what happened, why it happened, and it also helps us change the future. And then if we choose to publish that story, then we make it available for other people who then can say, me too. That's the anyone else. That's the rest of the world stepping up to say, oh, I'm not the only one. I think we all go through this world sometimes thinking we're the only ones with these really dark, terrible thoughts. And until we speak them aloud, everyone will continue to think that they're alone. And that's exactly what I don't want to happen, because feeling alone, as you mentioned in the chapter, like happiness is dependent on connection. So the more connection points we can create with people through that vulnerability and through that story is how we gain momentum, how we become magnetic, as you said in the chapter. I spent 25 years in the insurance industry, which is a very, very buttoned up place where it's not okay to have feelings or emotions. And it led me to be very, very sick. And that's not an accident. I think it was actually a beautiful thing. But anyway, it led me to entrepreneurship, which is awesome. I have enjoyed and appreciated that. But as a solo entrepreneur, it's really challenging because I don't have those connections. So a company like Mindvalley is so appealing to me because of the growth that you built and the connection and the community and just the ability to share among a like-minded tribe. And one of the things that I built with my organization last year, our tagline is, when you're surrounded by like-minded people, instead of telling you what can and cannot be done, they're challenging you to go further than you thought possible. And I love the way that Mindvalley challenges everyone, the world even, not just people, individual, but organizations, which I think will lead to a bigger global impact of going further than we could have gone alone. So all that to say, I don't want to go alone. I want to be part of a community that is mindful and meaningful. And I would love to be part of the team at Mindvalley. I have an immense amount of skills, and I have a ridiculously high positive intelligence quotient. I just wrote a book about my experience, and a lot of people were like, wow, I can't believe that you still have that positive attitude after all you've been through. And my response to that is, I have no choice. So anyway, thank you for this time. Thank you for what you do. I appreciate you, and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks.